The first generation Audi R8 V10 was a very similar vehicle to the Lamborghini Gallardo, and now this latest second gen R8 V10 is nearly identical to the Lamborghini Huracan. It's got the same engine, the same transmission, same chassis. They're pretty much identical twins. And wow, is it such a massive upgrade over the first generation car. Today I'm driving this 2017 R8 V10 Spyder, and I am extremely impressed already. This has a 540 horsepower, 5.2 liter V10. It's detuned from the R8 V10 Plus and the Huracan levels. 398 pound-feet of torque. Audi claims it does 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. Will top out at 198 miles an hour. I cannot verify that 198 miles an hour because I don't have access to a private airstrip, but this definitely feels a lot faster than 3.6 0 to 60. This new dual clutch is amazing. Shifts happen so quickly, no matter what speed, what gear you're in, instantaneous responses, and the best part of it is you don't get any interruption in the way the car is driving. If you're all out, you're flooring the car, you pull a shift at 8,500 RPM, and it just gives you a nice shift, and you're on to the next gear, and it goes. It doesn't lurch the car around. Very quick, also very smooth around normal driving. This gearbox is one of the best I've ever driven. It is on par with the Porsche PDK being one of the best dual clutches. The way this thing drives, it's also much more capable, much more composed than the old one. It feels like the limits are a lot higher. The steering feels a little bit light to me. Actually, it seems a lot lighter than the last gen R8, even though I'm in full dynamic mode right now. Steering does seem lighter. Again, I've iterated many times. Transmission is great. Handling, it's got the quattro all-wheel drive system. It's able to actually send 100% of the power to the front wheels if the car decides that it's necessary. So it can fully fluctuate torque levels to different parts of the vehicle, differential, everything. I mean, this is not the full-out hardcore V10 Plus model. This one isn't really targeted for people to take to the racetrack. It has a convertible top, so that mechanism and the associated stuff does add a little bit of weight to it. But this is still a very, very great handling vehicle. I'm really impressed with this latest chassis setup. When this car first launched, I actually preferred the first generation. There's something about the way that one looked that really stuck with me. I liked the way the headlights were, the shape of it, the carbon side blade. With this one, when it first launched, I was like, oh, what do they do? It looks really sharp and pointy, but it has grown on me. In person, it looks very, very modern. I like it a lot more. It's got the newest LED headlight shape. Something stupid is we don't get the laser headlights, which they get in Europe. I think there was a special edition R8 V10 Plus Coupe that brought the laser headlights to America, but that should be something that should be coming. I think it was finally allowed because the i8 now has laser headlights too for the LCI vehicle. But styling wise, I like the upgraded multi-spoke wheels. It's a different appearance. The Spyder looks better with the top down than the top up. Not a huge fan of a cloth top. The way they look, it ruins the body lines, but they look great with the top down. A lot of different color options. It still very distinctly looks like the R8. You can tell they evolutionized the design, but I do think it's a little more polarizing as compared to before, where it was kind of universally loved. Everybody really loved the way the R8 looked. Interior, I think that's my favorite part of the upgrade. I said earlier how I didn't like the old interior. Not that I didn't like it. It was starting to feel dated. And this one is so awesome. I love the stitching. I love this spec, actually. The carbon with the black and the red. It reminds me of my S4. I think it's a perfect combination. It's not too much red, not too much black. Adds some nice contrast. Beautiful carbon pieces. We're talking how it's more driver-centric. All the controls seem to, kind of like in the 458, they all face the driver. Steering wheel is great. They put some functionality to start engines. The red start button is right on the steering wheel. Drive select's on the left. You get your typical, you got the paddles in the back and the Audi MMI controls. The biggest upgrade here is, like the newer Audis rolling out now, you have the virtual cockpit. So this big, giant TFT screen right in the middle, very clear, takes over all the responsibilities of pretty much telling you what's going on. Fast. And the graphics are amazing. They moved everything there. There's no screen in the middle anymore. You've got like these three little spinny pod things that hang down for controlling your climate control. The center console here is very clean. I like this new gear shift design. You've got the latest generation of MMI, but the center, the focus right here of the interior, this TFT screen for virtual cockpit is amazing. I think Audi has the best one out there now. They've topped the Mercedes system. They've topped Volvo's. I like that a lot too, but I think this is the best on the market. Space is, I feel like this is more spacious than the old vehicle. The way the design works, it feels nice and open. It is definitely more spacious than the Lamborghini Huracan. One thing of a detriment compared to the old R8, you lost out on the storage parcel shelf behind the rear seats, or rear seats, behind the front seats. There are no rear seats. I guess the front seats are also the rear seats. You lose out on that storage space. The trunk in the front is about the same size. It's a comfortable car. I mean, I love this interior. Beautiful Bang & Olufsen sound system, 13 speakers. There are speakers in the headrest. That's pretty cool. But I think they've taken massive steps forward in terms of upgrading the interior, and it makes it one of the best in a supercar in this price range on the marketplace. If we talk about value, the R8 V10 Spyder non-plus, just the regular one at the 540 horsepower level, starts at a base price of $175,000. That's over a $10,000 premium over the coupe. So the coupe, thing is like $162. This is $175. So you got to debate: is that worth it to you to get the top-down experience? Competitors to this vehicle, again, more on the price. You can load this up. This one's stickered for I think $202,000. It's very nicely optioned. Upgraded wheels, upgraded sound, all the carbon you would want. So right around the $175,000 to $200,000 mark. Competitors include 911 Turbo S Cabriolet. You also have the newly launched 570S Spyder. I think you can sort of include Huracan coupes, but again, it's not comparison, because the one thing I wanted to bring up is you can get a used Huracan coupe now with not too many miles on it for right around $200,000, which is what a loaded V10 Plus coupe or a loaded V10 Spyder is right around there. So that's sort of, I don't know if people necessarily are going to be cross-shopping that, but I primarily view the 911 Turbo S Cabriolet as the main competitor for this. It's German engineered, very usable, very high performance vehicle. This has more of the exotic looks and the style. It's got the sound. Turbo S has the edge in terms of performance. It's up in the air. I think a lot of it comes on the brand loyalty. The friend of mine whose this car is, they had a previous gen R8 V10 Spyder. They had an RS7. They like Audis. They stuck with the Audi. They enjoyed it. Myself, my roommate likes Audis. He's about to buy an RS7. He has an S4 and an R8, and I now have an S4. It's a lot comes on the brand, but I think you get a lot of performance and bang for your buck with this car. How much do I desire it? I'm gonna give it a 95. I really do love it. After spending more time with it, I've really impressed with it. They've taken everything from the old one. They haven't ruined any part of it. They made it all better, and I really do love it. It's usable. I could see myself, you could use this on road trips. You could take it around town. You can have fun with it. It's a excellent all-around supercar. The top does go down. Let's do that. Let's see. At speeds up to 31 miles an hour, I think. It takes 20 seconds for the top to lower. I'm obviously stationary right now. So, okay, the AC, I guess the AC starts cranking fully when you put the top down. Is it down? Nope, it's not down yet. We'll keep going. And it's latched. And now you can hear that glorious V10. That is one of the biggest advantages to getting a Spyder, is you can hear that engine so much better. Let's see, if we slow down, I think I can put the top back up to 31 miles an hour. Overall, very impressed with this brand new R8. Love it. You have to go test drive one if you're thinking about a car in this price range. These will be really cool when they depreciate down to what the old cars are going for. I think it is worth every single penny of upgrade over it. And within this segment, I think this will be my go-to. Love this car. Hope you guys like this video. Check out my Instagram for more, I go live on there sometimes. I'll post pictures of what I'm doing, of cars that I'm going to be reviewing. And yeah, hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching.